So Heavy Metal, let me be the first to ask you what I think everyone is wondering. Who are those two men masked 2 weeks ago at Rumble to Remember?
Well, Vicky, that is the million-dollar question. And there's only one man that holds all the answers to that question, and that is me. The bottom line is, Robbie Royce, after the CWE 5th Anniversary Tour, I will be the champion. Only one man will rule the CWE land, and that will be Heavy Metal Canadian C.
All right, we're going to have to wait and see, I guess.
Welcome everyone to CWE Wrestling. Dave Petro ringside. We are set to kick things off on this week's edition of the program. Coming to the ring, the man a few weeks back defeated 49 other men to win the Rumble to Remember. I'm talking about Heavy Metal. He is in the ring. He awaits his opponent. I am joined once again at ringside by a man who was missing in action last week. I'm talking about Kevin Cannon. Kevin, where were you last week?
I had some business to attend to, and I had some research to do too on everything that went down at the Rumble to Remember. There was a lot that happened. There was a lot for me to look into. But I've got some answers. You might have some questions, Dave. Where you have questions, I've got answers.
I've got a lot of questions. Heavy Metal's opponent, he's set to arrive at the ringside area. The man that Heavy Metal eliminated to win the Rumble to Remember. I'm talking about Hotshot Danny Duggan. Now, Kevin Cannon, I'm gonna hit you with the question right off the bat. At the end of the Rumble to Remember, the lights went out. There was a masked man in the ring. I know Vicky Shea's been trying to get to the bottom of what all went down. What do you know about that situation?
Well, what I know is ever since John Cutler's been in office, things haven't exactly gone the way they're supposed to here in CWE, and the power bill didn't get paid.
What?
That masked man was a guy from the Hydro Company, and he was there just to collect. It had nothing to do with Heavy Metal. He had no involvement in that whatsoever. He just took advantage of a situation that weighed out in his favor.
So you're trying to tell me that John Cutler is probably to blame for this by not paying the Hydro bill?
Or somebody that works for him, someone in the office. It just threw a wrench into things having him there, and Heavy Metal's a smart guy. He took advantage of it.
Absolutely, I'm going to agree with that statement. He took advantage of it. I know that Vicky Shea, she's been questioning Heavy Metal, and he's been getting answers, and we heard him last week say that it almost to me that sounds like there's going to be more information to come from Heavy Metal. He knows all the answers, but he's not letting them. Tremendous clothesline from Hotshot Danny Duggan, and Heavy Metal bailing out to the ringside area. He is set to regroup now. You know that Hotshot Danny Duggan, he is still twisted up inside about what happened because he was on his way to winning the event once again. And then, as you great fans know, the lights went out, masked man entered the ring, all kinds of controversy. Although I can tell you one thing that's not controversial, the number one contender now for the CWE Championship and has secured a championship shot at a later date. Heavy Metal, the man in the side headlock, off the ropes. Danny Duggan comes back, big shoulder block over there. Another big shoulder block. Danny Duggan ducked under by Heavy Metal off the ropes. Met with a third shoulder block, pin attempt, one. And Heavy Metal now rolling out of the ring and regrouping once again.
Yeah, well, Danny Duggan better watch this and bite off more than he can chew here. At the Rumble to Remember, he got in there and he was up against the Heavy Metal that had already been in the ring for half an hour. This is a fresh Heavy Metal. This is a rested Heavy Metal. This is Heavy Metal that's going to give him a lot more trouble than the Heavy Metal that he met and lost to in the Rumble to Remember.
All right, so what you're trying to say is that Heavy Metal now being fresh, he's going to defeat, I think, Danny Duggan, the man who's been on fire all through CWE. That setback, I can tell, is that loss at the Rumble to Remember. You think that you're predicting the Heavy Metal's going to come on top on this match?
Well, I had a lot of money on Heavy Metal to win that Rumble to Remember, and one of the sayings that we say down in Vegas is just let it ride. So I'm letting that money ride on Heavy Metal. I'm letting it ride right to the top, baby. I think Heavy Metal is going to be our next CWE champion.
With Heavy Metal once again, his third time outside of the ringside area regrouping. I don't know if he's able to keep up right now with the fired up hotshot Danny Duggan. Danny Duggan getting frustrated. He goes after him, slams his head into the ring apron, and now, again, boom! He gets him. A huge knife edge chop. both men got to be careful because they don't want to get counted out of the ring in this one. Oh my, heavy metal. Tremendous impact into that post, and Danny Duggan taking advantage of the situation, and now with a forearm to the back. Again, referee letting this one go. Let the guys have a little leeway in this one. Tremendous program we've got on the air today. We've got our television main event. Rex Roberts, he goes one-on-one tonight with Rhino, and you great fans saw last week when Vicky Shea was talking to Rhino before his match. Rex Roberts and Darren the Bomb Dalton interrupting that interview, and Rex Roberts, now he might have bitten off more than he can chew going one-on-one with Rhino. What do you think, Kevin Cannon?
Rex Roberts is a guy that does not know the word quit. Rex Roberts is a tough, gritty individual, and I think Rhino might be the one that bit off more than he can chew, to keep using the same phrase over and over here. But I think Rhino's in over his head with that one, to be honest.
Rhino and Rex Roberts one-on-one in our television main event. Heavy metal now, seemingly having the advantage. Danny Duggan trying to get his wits back and trying to get back into the ring. Referee counting. Heavy metal maybe prematurely projecting himself as the winner. Danny Duggan rolling back in, beating the referee's count. And Heavy metal now going to work with a series of fists to the head of Hotshot Danny Duggan.
And I love that ring awareness of heavy metal. See, where most guys would have stood there with their back turned, and Danny Duggan's used to be able to sneak up and take advantage. Heavy metal knew exactly where he was. He knew to turn around and get right back on him. He didn't let Danny Duggan take advantage of that for a second.
Applying now a front face lock right in the middle of the ring. Heavy metal and Danny Duggan. Now turning that in for a bit of a body scissors. Danny Duggan close to the ropes. Referee will call for a break in this one.
Danny Duggan taking the coward's way out with the foot on the rope.
Oh, please. He managed to get him. He had the semblance of mind to know where he was to get that break. Sometimes you just got to do that instead of fighting it out.
It doesn't matter if he got the break or not here. It looks like heavy metal is disassembling Danny Duggan right now.
That's a good word. I'm going to agree with you there. The nails to the back and the series of forearms, and now up by the hair, ramming him into the turnbuckles. The tremendous tide has turned here. Hotshot Danny Duggan into the turnbuckles. That back has been injured, and you can see him favored right now in heavy metal going for the pin attempt. 1, 2, and Danny Duggan able to kick out.
The heavy metal's a man after my own heart. He's a thinking man's wrestler. There's not too many of those left in this day and age, and he exemplifies that. I gotta love this guy. He is fantastic.
A thinking man's wrestler, and that's, I guess that's, you know, and from what I know with you, Kevin Cannon, and your previous affiliation with the mystery client now known as Dick Blood by his real name, and with Rob Stardom, you're doing a lot of thinking for your men, and you're letting your men take out the actions in the ring.
Well, you know, sometimes I don't need to get my hands dirty. Sometimes I can let Rob Stardom get in there and handle it. And that's like a good workout for Rob, too, having him be the one to get in there and take care of things physically. I've got my hands full oftentimes, and that's why I have Rob. I help him, he helps me.
Danny Duggan trying to get back into this match with a series of chops from heavy metal now with a double axe handle. And now stomp right to the back. Heavy metal, he is just ruthless. And I got to give him credit. You got to keep the offense up to defeat a man of the stature in the ring of Hotshot Danny Duggan off the ropes. Oh, big clothesline, nearly decapitated him. Now pin attempt. This could be all she wrote. Danny Duggan able to kick out.
Yeah, I think if this was any other superstar in the CWE, save for a few, they'd already be defeated here. But Danny Duggan's a guy that doesn't quit. Danny Duggan's a guy that goes and goes and goes. I think a lot of guys heavy metal would have put away by now with this.
Hotshot Danny Duggan. He's going to be involved in a big tag team match Wednesday, February the 19th in Neepawa, Manitoba as part of the Masterpiece Theater Tour. He will team with Big Sexy Beast AJ Sanchez. They will take on MAN. Yes, in Neepawa, Manitoba, Yellowhead Arena. Doors open at 6:30, bell time 7 o'clock. More details on that and all our great events at CWEcanada.ca. Heavy metal with the whip into the ropes. Danny Duggan coming back with a big boot. Comes up for the body slam, but that back has been injured. Couldn't get him up. And heavy metal met Danny Duggan with a forearm right to the back.
Yeah, Danny Duggan's not going to be able to mount much of an offense now. When your back is out, that prevents you from doing anything. You can't lift a guy. You can't throw a guy. You can't even pin a guy properly.
Pin attempt. Danny Duggan kicking out at the count of 2. Heavy Metal. I don't think he should be wasting time arguing with the referee. He should keep up that great offense that we've seen. Danny Duggan now trying to fight back. Danny Duggan back to his feet. Kick to the guts of Heavy Metal. Off the ropes. Oh, bear hug. Heavy Metal now applying more pressure to the previously injured back of Hotshot Danny Duggan.
And not only does this apply pressure to that already injured back, this prevents the rib cage from expanding. When you can't breathe, you can't do anything. It sucks the life out of you.
Sucks the life out of you. Sometimes, Kevin Cannon, I'm going to agree with that statement by listening to your Heavy Metal Battle Royal explanation. It kind of sucked the life right out of me. Heavy Metal now. Oh my, he almost got him. That was a very, very close, close to 3 count. Again, Heavy Metal not, again, wasting time jawing with the referee. I think he needs to stay on his opponent. You're not going to defeat Danny Duggan by jawing with the referee, now applying more of a body scissors, more pressure to the injured back of Hotshot Danny Duggan.
Yeah, he's twisting him right up here. I don't think Danny Duggan's going to escape this hole. I think this match is all but over right now.
More great events on the Masterpiece Theater Tour Thursday, February 20th. Get set, Morden, Manitoba, the Access Event Center. Winnipeg, February 21st, Holy Cross Gymnasium. CWE champion, the Pissed Off Pitbull, Robbie Royce. He will be on that card. More details on that matchup coming up. Danny Duggan now back to his feet, couple of chops. Reversal, Danny Duggan into the ropes. Back to that bear hug. Oh my. Danny Duggan just getting the life squeezed out of him by Heavy Metal. The Masterpiece Theater Tour makes its return to Selkirk Saturday, February 22nd, and it wraps up Sunday, February 23rd in Beausejour, Manitoba with a special afternoon show again. Ticket information at CWECanada.ca.
Petro, have you heard who any of Chris Masters' opponents are?
I have indeed. It is going to be one great time. Which night is the Super Friends taking on Chris Masters?
I believe that's in Selkirk, but the one I'm most looking forward to is in Winnipeg, where beautiful Bobby J goes one-on-one with Chris Masters. Chris Masters is going to beat him back into retirement.
Bobby J, he lasted 45 minutes in the Rumble to Remember. The man is 49 years old. He's never been in better shape. I think that it's going to be one tremendous test for the Masterpiece.
Oh, it'll be fun to watch either way.
I believe again, Bobby J has been active on social media, Facebook, Twitter. He's getting himself in the best shape of his life to take a run at another CWE Championship reign.
That's a little far-fetched, but whatever, you can dream if you want. But the biggest thing also, Dave, is I've been talking to Chris Masters. Him and I are on first-name basis. I said, Chris, what do you got in store for us? He told me that on some of these shows, he's going to bring back the Master Lock Challenge.
The Master Lock Challenge!
Oh, you bet.
Oh my! That kicks off again February 19th in Neepawa, Manitoba. Fans, we're on Facebook. You can get all the Masterpiece, all the Chris Masters opponents have been posted on Facebook. Be sure and check out our Facebook page, like it too, and get all the updates of all the exploits of all the CWE talent all over Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, into the northern part of the United States. Danny Duggan, he just tossed Heavy Metal. I don't know if that was a wise move, Kevin Cannon, with that injured back, but that is just instinct by Hotshot Danny Duggan.
Yeah, Danny Duggan's chiropractor is going to be a rich man after this match.
We're going to hear from the Masterpiece, Chris Masters, a little bit later on. He's talking about his return to the Manitoba rings for CWE. Oh, Danny Duggan off the ropes, clothesline. Big drop kick. Heavy Metal down. He is reeling into the corner. Hotshot Danny Duggan on fire. Big elbow.
This is all adrenaline and instinct right now for Danny Duggan, because there's no way he has any energy left in him physically otherwise.
Big Bulldog. This could be it. 1, 2, and 3. No! Heavy Metal kicking out. I thought that one was wrapped up. Danny Duggan with that tremendous Bulldog. And now look at him. He is measuring him up. He is measuring him up. He gets him up. Oh, Heavy Metal able with a couple of elbows to the back of the head. Danny Duggan back. Kick to the guts. Suplex time. No! Danny Duggan has delivered a tremendous suplex. And now he is, again, like you said, on adrenaline. 1, 2, and heavy. Now, was that a coward's way out, Kevin Cannon?
No, this is much further into the match now, and Heavy Metal and Danny Duggan are both worn out. Now that's the ring awareness.
Ring awareness. Kind of a double standard. Danny Duggan, tremendous forearm to the jaw, off the ropes. Big boot. Heavy Metal reeling from behind. Misses with the clothesline. Oh, kick to the lower guts. And now we have seen this before. Heavy Metal trying to set up. Danny Duggan gets him over. Big pump handle suplex. 1, 2, and oh! That was close, Kevin Cannon.
I was just going to say, Danny Duggan's nothing but a stain on the mat now, but he's still managing to kick out.
Heavy Metal has to stay on top of Hotshot Danny Duggan in this one. I am starting to lose my voice. This is one tremendous matchup and one away to kick off CWE Wrestling once again. And don't forget, our television main event, Rex Roberts going one-on-one with Rhino. Heavy Metal up to the top. Shades of Big Van Vader. He misses. Danny Duggan out of the way. Fans are going bananas. They want Danny Duggan to get back to his feet. He has a distinct advantage if he can take advantage of this situation, Kevin Cannon.
Yeah, Heavy Metal's got to watch. He was a house of fire not too long ago. He was in complete control, but now he's missed a couple moves. He's reeling just as much as Danny Duggan is. I'm worried here. I'm worried for my money that I put on Heavy Metal.
Here we go!
No.
What? The lights have gone out! The lights have gone out. Danny Duggan shades of Heavy Metal from behind. 1, 2, and 3! Danny Duggan has been tricked again!
That power bill did not get paid again!
Heavy Metal, your winner! Oh my, this situation, this is getting absolutely out of control. Danny Duggan doesn't know what hit him. And Heavy Metal, once again, victorious right here in our opening contest on CWE Wrestling. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll take a look at recent events that have taken place between Rex Roberts and Rhino that led to tonight's main event.
I go to Muscles by Myers because I trust them.
The staff is phenomenal. You come in, they're always positive, they're always happy to see you.
I walked in there not knowing a thing about supplements, and the staff there showed me everything I need to know.
I lost about 40 pounds and then put on about 10 pounds of muscle.
I've gotten stronger, I have more energy.
I go to Muscles by Myers because they offer great advice, competitive pricing, and they care about helping you achieve your goals.
If I can do it, you can do it.
The official hotel of CWE in Winnipeg is the Clarion Hotel at 1445 Portage Avenue. For more information, go to www.clarionhotel.com.
In need of a professional photo shoot or photos for your event? Call Dwight Lowen Photography for all your needs. Visit www.dwightlowen.com.
You think I'm overrated?
When in Nipawin, stop into Mr. Ribs, an official sponsor of the CWE, located at 15 Main Street West. Drop by today.
People patiently waiting. I came up from the basement. I don't trust y'all and y'all don't faze me.
Wrestling fans, be sure and stop into Lower Level Sports Collectibles at 189 Henderson Highway in Winnipeg. They are an official sponsor of the CWE.
But I'll bounce back. The haters won't go away. How y'all trying to do me?
Have you ever thought about becoming a professional wrestler? What about working behind the scenes in professional wrestling? Well, now's your chance. The CWE Elite Wrestling Academy is now accepting students. Learn from the best that Canadian Wrestling's Elite has to offer by signing up today. Our trainers have traveled the world from Canada and the US all the way to Mexico and Japan, been featured on TV and pay-per-view all across the world. All you have to do is send an email to info@cwecanada.ca to get the ball rolling. Make your dreams come true and contact Canadian Wrestling's Elite today.
Wrestling fans, get set. CWE returns in February with the Masterpiece Theater Tour featuring former WWE star Chris Masters. Wednesday, February 19th, the stars of CWE will be back in Neepawa, Manitoba with a huge live event at the Yellowhead Arena. Tickets available at Mr. Ribs. Thursday, February 20th, CWE makes its return to Morden, Manitoba with a big event at the Access Event Center. You can get your tickets online at www.diyobo.com. Winnipeg wrestling fans, get set. CWE returns to the Holy Cross Gymnasium Friday, February 21st on the Masterpiece Theater Tour. Doors open at 6:30, bell time 7 o'clock. Get your tickets at Rudy's Video, Blade Hair Design, Video 1001, or go online to www.diyobo.com. Selkirk, Manitoba, gets set. CWE returns Saturday, February 22nd to the Memorial Hall. You can get your tickets at Blaine's at 366 Main Street. Bell time 7 o'clock.
See all the stars in the sky. Yeah.
And we wrap up the Masterpiece Theater Tour with a huge afternoon event Sunday, February the 23rd in Beausejour, Manitoba at the Broken Head River Community Hall. Get your advance tickets at the Crosstown Convenience, 301 1st Street North. Again, bell time 3 o'clock. All live events. You can get your tickets online at www.diyobo.com, and of course check cwecanada.ca for information on all these great live events.
Homie, I ain't playing.
Let's go back 3 weeks ago, following attack on Rex Roberts by Robbie Royce.
I'm on the phone. Give me a second. Isn't that 3 times this month? You look at me when I'm talking to you, boy. We got something to discuss. I'll call you back, Yogi. And what would that be, Rex Roberts? What could I possibly have to discuss with you? Well, if you haven't noticed, this past week, Robbie Royce has been running around like a wild man. You got a target on your back, I got a target on mine. Hold on. Let's make one thing perfectly clear. I'm a tattooed Terminator. I don't have any targets on my back. I put targets on people's back. Remember that. I'll tell you one thing, Terminator. Thinking's not your strong suit, but terminating is. That may be true. You gotta start to understand. Numbers are on our side.
And then 2 weeks ago, Rex Roberts and Rhino's involvement in the Rumble to Remember. And then this happened last week.
All right, Rhino, tonight you step into the ring with a man that many consider to be the future of CWE, Tyler Colton. What do you have in mind for this matchup?
Tyler Colton, quite possibly the future. Well, well, well. So you're the big bad Rhino, eh? Well, I got one thing to tell you. What? This is the CWE, the Tattooed Terminator's house. So you better stay out of our business. Because your little piddly gore, I ain't afraid of it one bit. You better watch your back. There's one thing right about Darren Dalton's statement. You need to stick your nose somewhere else. That's right. Bad things happen. Bad things. Bad things.
Are you ready now? I got you freaking out. Say you're ready now. I'm not gonna say it again.
don't stop till the women and niggas right up. Ain't not a poppin' off to a pop if I was it's bound to get hotter. Get you hot, baby, don't stop till the women and niggas right up. Come on, shorty, there's some more of you. It's Mr. Mr. Love, baby, get you hot, so what about the hood? Yeah, I got to let you more success, you show me right over the business. I got to get them on hot, sweat them. Good boy, be going from coast to coast with a bumper. No pretty doors and home. Full up in the chest and open up. I've been waiting so long to get into this church, man. Ain't a place I can go to trace. Believe me, I get mad at you. It's taking away from me. Be a boy, feel still death. I see you in the hop and the Nazis got a pop in their hands. It's more to rest. Bless you out of the time. Thighs, boy, you got bits and all these dead. Roll that hook, keep jumping to get you hot. But don't stop till the women and niggas dry up. Ain't not a poppin' off with a pop if I would it's bound to get hotter. To get you hot, baby, don't stop till the women and liquor dry up. Come on, shorty, there's some more of you. No, baby. Kiss the rose and lay them down. My hands are focused. Jump it up, the sober sounds. The days, the machines are raining down. Wash your way.
What's going on, my Canadian friends? This is The Masterpiece, Chris Masters, and I'm here to tell you that The Masterpiece is coming live and in living color to CWE February 19th through February 23rd. So get ready, because there's going to be a master lock!
Bring CWE to your community. If you're a part of an organization, business, sports team, or fundraising effort, you now have the opportunity to bring the unique experience that is CWE live to your community to aid in your efforts. For more information on how to bring CWE to your town, email info@cwecanada.ca.
Amy's Music Services. State-of-the-art sound and lighting. Call and book your party today. A proud sponsor of CWE. When in Neepawa, stop into Mr. Ribs, an official sponsor of the CWE. Located at 15 Main Street West. Drop by today.
Some say I am mistaken.
Wrestling fans, get set. CWE returns in February with the Masterpiece Theater Tour featuring former WWE star Chris Masters. Wednesday, February 19th, the stars of CWE will be back in Neepawa, Manitoba with a huge live event at the Yellowhead Arena. Tickets available at Mr. Ribs. Thursday, February 20th, CWE makes its return to Morden, Manitoba with a big event at the Access Event Center. You can get your tickets online at www.diyobo.com. Winnipeg wrestling fans, get set. CWE returns to the Holy Cross Gymnasium Friday, February 21st on the Masterpiece Theater Tour. Doors open at 6:30, bell time 7 o'clock. Get your tickets at Rudy's Video, Blade Hair Design, Video 1001, or go online to www.diyobo.com. Selkirk, Manitoba gets set. CWE returns Saturday, February 22nd to the Memorial Hall. You can get your tickets at Blaine's at 366 Main Street. Bell time 7 o'clock.
See all the stars in the sky. Yeah.
And we wrap up the Masterpiece Theater Tour with a huge afternoon event Sunday, February the 23rd in Beausejour, Manitoba at the Broken Head River Community Hall. Get your advance tickets at the Crosstown Convenience, 301 1st Street North. Again, bell time, 3 o'clock. All live events. You can get your tickets online at www.diyovo.com. And of course, check CWEcanada.ca for information on all these great live events.
Homie, I ain't playing.
Hey everybody, I'm Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man, and you're watching CWE TV.
Greetings, Canadian grappling fans. I don't know if you know this, I don't know if you noticed, but I am the most heart-stopping, jaw-dropping, eye-popping, high-flying, death-defying, awe-inspiring wrestler in the world today. And on February 18th through 23rd, Canadian Wrestling Elite has me touring Manitoba. And so I, as you can see, have immersed myself in Canadian culture. I've studied your folklore, I've watched every single episode of the Trailer Park Boys, and I'm gonna prove that I am exactly what I say I am, and that is a man that is gonna run roughshod over that overgrown trailer park, Manitoba, just like Ricky and Julian would.
As a champion, I am always seeking out opportunities. I'm always looking at who I can get in the ring with next. Another opportunity, a tough wrestler to go against. February the 19th through the 23rd, I'm going north. I'm going north to Canada, to Manitoba. Because the way I understand, from what I've seen, from what I've heard, CWE has some of the top talent in the world today. And I figured that is exactly where a true winner like myself, a person who collects championships like myself, like this NWA Mountain Empire title. I'm going to go to CWE where I can get in the ring with some of the best in the world. And I'm going to go to CWE and prove to everybody there, everybody in the crowd, every person in the locker room, that I am the wrestling extraordinaire. I am Sigmund. I am a true winner. And whoever steps in the ring with me up in Manitoba, Canada, 5 solid nights, 5 straight nights in the ring with me, you're going to be nothing but a loser.
233 pounds. Honestly, he is
Welcome back to CWE Wrestling. Dave Petro ringside, joined by Kevin Cannon. And this is our television main event. Rex Roberts. We saw him in our recap a little bit earlier on in the program. He's going one-on-one with a man he interrupted last week with Darren the Bomb Dalton, the Tattoo Terminator. He's going one-on-one with the Man Beast, Rhino. Now, Rex Roberts does not endear himself to people, and he's certainly not endearing himself to the ringside fans, Kevin Cannon.
No, and if you look at the eyes of Rex Roberts, there's some scary stuff going on inside that head of his. If I were the ringside fans, I would have backed my chair up and not even want to have him endear himself to me. Like, he is got some things going on, I'll say that about him.
He is mean, he is ornery, he is not a nice man to be around. I had an opportunity just to talk to him in the dressing room area about his opponent tonight, and he just didn't have any time of day for me whatsoever. In fact, I think he might have even spit a little tobacco juice my way.
Do you think Rex Roberts ever killed a man?
Ladies and gentlemen, I am just getting word that there is something going on in the dressing room area.
What the hell? Someone locked me, open the doors! Open the damn door!
That Kevin Cannon, that sounded like Darren Dalton. He's locked up. He's trapped in the back. What is going on?
I don't know what the hell is happening there, but who could do that to him?
We got to get somebody to the back to find out what exactly is going on. in the locker room area. We now see in the ringside area Rex Roberts' opponent, Rhino. Rhino going one-on-one with Rex Roberts. We got to figure out what's going on in the locker room area. My goodness. Rhino now charging after Rex Roberts. Rex Roberts bailing out a man who has held championship gold in virtually every area that he has ever wrestled in. Rhino from Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah, Rhino's list of credentials reads like a shopping list. He has done a lot, but tonight he's got his work cut out for him against Rex Roberts.
We got to get word on what's going on in the locker room area. I know that our assistant producers, the technicians, they are all in the back area trying to figure out what's going on. Hopefully we'll get word a little bit later on what happened there to Darren the Bomb Dog. That sounded like him. I can't be 100% sure, but that definitely sounded like him.
I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was.
One fall, 60-minute time limit. Rex Roberts, Rhino one-on-one. Referee calls for the bell. This match is underway. Our CWE television main event. Fans 100% behind Rhino. I don't think Rex Roberts has any supporters here in the CWE.
Rex Roberts doesn't need any supporters. Rex Roberts' support is the life that he's lived. He's wrangled many a steers in his day, and I think this is one more steer that he's going to wrangle up right here tonight.
Wrangled many steers. Clean break! Clean break! And he says to the fans, what did you expect? I expected a little tomfoolery. That's what I expected. Maybe a little skullduggery, Kevin Cannon.
Oh, he knows the rules. He knows what he can and can't do.
I just don't think that you want to, for lack of a better term, piss off Rhino so early into the match.
Well, I don't think Rex is too worried about upsetting Rhino. I don't think Rex is too worried about piquing Rhino's ire. I think what Rex is worried about is just walking away here with the win, and he's got a strategy. He knows what he's doing. I'm confident that Rex, I'm already 1 for 1 on my predictions tonight. I think I'm going to go 2 for 2 here and say that Rex Roberts is going to walk away victorious.
Rex Roberts originally came to CWE to pay an old friend a visit, and he's been sticking his nose in the Pissed Off Pitbull Robbie Royce's business for many, many weeks, and that situation, along with Darren the Bomb Dalton, is far from over here. Collar to elbow hook up right in the middle of the ring. Rhino going one-on-one, twisting the arm, and Rex Roberts bailing out. And you said earlier on in tonight's program that was the coward's way out.
Yeah, when a guy like Rhino's got your arm, you take any way out you can get.
I wouldn't even want to get close to Rhino. That man tipping the scale at 340 plus pounds. 340 pounds of meanness, Kevin Cannon.
340 pounds of just thick meat.
Thick? Yeah. Absolutely. We talked about that several weeks back. You could put a white t-shirt on him and show a movie off his back.
Oh yeah, he gives the nickname Man Beast meaning.
Absolutely. Rex Roberts now firmly in control with a arm lock on the Man Beast. We're going to take a quick break. CWE Wrestling, and our main event continues when we return.
I go to Muscles by Myers because I trust them.
This staff is phenomenal. You come in, they're always positive, they're always happy to see you.
I walked in there not knowing a thing about supplements, and the staff there showed me everything I need to know.
I lost about 40 pounds and then put on about 10 pounds of muscle.
I've gotten stronger, I have more energy.
I go to Muscles by Myers because they offer great advice, competitive pricing, and they care about helping you achieve your goals.
If I can do it, you can do it.
In need of a professional photo shoot or photos for your event? Call Dwight Lowen Photography for all your needs. Visit www.dwightlowen.com.
The official hotel of CWE in Winnipeg is the Clarion Hotel at 1445 Portage Avenue. For more information, go to www.clarionhotel.com.
You think I'm overrated?
Be sure to check out the Club St. B, located in the heart of St. Boniface and the host of the official CWE after parties following all Winnipeg shows.
Music for CWE TV provided by the following artists. Be sure to check out all of these great artists out online.
Wrestling fans, get set. CWE returns in February with the Masterpiece Theater Tour featuring former WWE star Chris Masters. Wednesday, February 19th, the stars of CWE will be back in Neepawa, Manitoba with a huge live event at the Yellowhead Arena. Tickets available at Mr. Ribs. Thursday, February 20th, CWE makes its return to Morden, Manitoba with a big event at the Access Event Center. You can get your tickets online at www.diyobo.com. Winnipeg wrestling fans, get set. CWE returns to the Holy Cross Gymnasium Friday, February 21st on the Masterpiece Theater Tour. Doors open at 6:30, bell time 7 o'clock. Get your tickets at Rudy's Video, Blade Hair Design, Video 1001, or go online to www.diyobo.com. Selkirk, Manitoba, get set. CWE returns Saturday, February 22nd to the Memorial Hall. You can get your tickets at Blaine's at 366 Main Street. Bell time 7 o'clock.
See all the stars in the sky.
And we wrap up the Masterpiece Theater Tour with a huge afternoon event Sunday, February the 23rd in Beausejour, Manitoba at the Broken Head River Community Hall. Get your advance tickets at the Crosstown Convenience, 301 1st Street North. Again, bell time 3 o'clock. All live events. You can get your tickets online at www.diyobo.com. And of course, check CWEcanada.ca for information on all these great live events.
Homie, I ain't playing.
This is the innovator of violence, Tommy Dreamer, and you're watching CWE TV.
Welcome back to CWE Wrestling. Dave Petro, Kevin Cannon ringside. This is our television main event. Rhino going one-on-one with Rex Roberts. Tremendous shoulder block. Rhino off the ropes. No, blocks the hip toss. Oh, big clothesline. And Rex Roberts bailed out. Now, before we went to commercial, in fact, before this match was underway, there was some commotion in the dressing room area. Darren the Bomb Dalton involved in some sort of situation. I'm just wondering, with all that's gone on, we see Rex Roberts in the ring, we see Rhino in the ring. I wonder if Robbie Royce, our CWE champion, the pissed off Pitbull, I wonder if he's behind something, because that situation has just exploded here in CWE, Kevin Cannon.
That wouldn't surprise me one bit. That's one way of getting out of having a match eventually with Darren Dalton, is taking him out, not having to defend your title against him. Sure, yeah, if you want to take that way out, great champ.
If you're Robbie Royce, the CWE champion, you know that heavy metal's gunning for you as a result of winning the 50-man Rumble to Remember. The situation with Rex Roberts returning to CWE, trying to exact revenge on an old friend, and the former friend, the former tag team partner, the tattooed Terminator, Darren Dalton. Robbie Royce, I don't know how that guy sleeps at night.
That's all part of being a champion. You got to be ready to take on any and all comers.
We're going to see what happens on the Masterpiece Theater Tour. You know that all those men have got to meet in the ring sometime or another. Maybe might be March the 21st in Rookies as we make our return to Transcona at the Central Hotel.
Oh, I love those rookie shows, Petro. Have you been to one of them, Petro?
I have not been to one of those shows yet. I just try to avoid situations where there's enormous amounts of alcohol.
Well, maybe that's a good call on your behalf, but if you can ever come and refrain yourself, Petro, they are something to be seen.
March the 21st, Friday night, Rookies, 8:30. Bell time, make sure you get there early. Big hip toss. Rex Roberts once again bailing out to the ringside area. Ryan, you know what, that might be the best move he can do. Rhino probably has, I would imagine, 120 pounds on Rex Roberts. And now Rhino, he's going out after him.
Yeah, Roberts has to slow this down, take this at his own pace here, because right now he's letting Rhino control everything, and as you can see, Rhino is clearly on top.
Referee, he's outside too. He's not making a count. He's letting these guys get away with a little bit right now. The fans want to see somebody win. The fans want to see a winner, and a count out just doesn't give the fans what they want. I know that.
I got a question for you, Petro.
Yep.
Rex Roberts wears those cowboy boots to the ring, right?
Yes.
Do you think he ever gets dung in the ring, like manure?
Well, one would think so. The guy's just not shopping at Target wearing those boots.
Yeah, that's kind of off-putting to say the least.
Off-putting, that is a good way to say it. Two men duking out the middle of the ring, and now Rex Roberts with a kick to the lower region, if you will, of Rhino. Referee, I don't know if he saw it, but he is admonishing Rex Roberts for that. That definitely was a low blow. You're not on the ring like that, like Rhino. You don't duck, or you don't put Rhino down like that without some nefarious tactics.
Well, Rhino's the big oak tree, and Rex Roberts has to find a way to chop him down. If that's what you gotta do to chop him down, that's what you gotta do.
One fall, 60-minute time limit, your CWE main event. Rex Roberts now with a front face lock, applying some pressure to Rhino.
Now Roberts has him where he wants him. Roberts has him where he needs him now. This is how Roberts is going to win this match. Keeping him on the mat, keeping him in a hold, and staying on top of him the whole time. Roberts can win this, and like I said, my money's on Roberts to win this. He just has to learn to stay in control and not let Rhino do what he's doing right now and get him back up.
I'm wondering if Darren Dalton was able to get out of that locked room. I'm still thinking that maybe Robbie Royce has just had enough of this whole situation, Kevin Cannon.
Who knows? Maybe it wasn't Robbie Royce at all. I can only speculate. I have no idea.
You're doing a lot of speculating. You're speculating that John Cutler's not paying the power bills, and that's why we're seeing the lights go out during Heavy Metal's matches. You're doing an awful lot of speculating.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you a Kevin Cannon guarantee right now. Next week, I'll have all the answers for you, Pedro.
You're going to have all the answers.
Every answer that I can get, I will have.
I cannot wait, and I'm sure the CWE fans are circling next Friday night on the calendar, our next broadcast right here of CWE Wrestling. Rex Roberts in control on the much larger opponent. Look at Rex Roberts. He can barely sit on Rhino.
Yeah, I think Rex Roberts' legs about the size of Rhino's arm. They're right next to each other there. Looks to be about equal in diameter.
Rhino getting to the ropes, referee calling for the break. That's probably the only way he was going to get out of that. Because Rhino, you've seen him, he's got kicked to the lower groin area, and Rex Roberts now just literally going to town on the man beast. Masterpiece Theater Tour coming to Winnipeg Friday night. You can't miss this one. February the 21st at the Holy Cross Gymnasium. Chris Masters, a man you saw earlier on in tonight's program, he will be going one-on-one with the beautiful one, Bobby J.
Yeah, I wonder if that's just a week after Valentine's Day. I wonder if Chris Masters might make some lucky ladies' night in Winnipeg that night.
You know, Bobby J, the man, he kind of looks like Cupid with those pink tights, and you know, when Bobby J comes to the ring.
Yeah, he has a cherub look to him.
The sexiest man in the CWE, beautiful Bobby J. Rex Roberts now, the man that you don't associate the word sexy, unless you think rugged and ornery is sexy. He's now with a nerve lock on Rhino, wearing him down ever since he took over on offense after that low blow.
Have you seen Rex Roberts' training program?
I have not.
It involves a lot of Jack Daniels and a lot of chewing tobacco.
That certainly sounds something that I'm not going to doubt you, because the man obviously strong. Like, he doesn't spend a lot of time in the gym, but he's spent on the ranches. He's been basically cattle rustling, if you will, moving trees, clearing land. The man has been raised on the land. I'm talking about Rex Roberts, that kind of power you don't get in the gym.
No, that's from working with your hands your whole life. That's something you can't train, that's something you can't teach, that's something you can't do reps with, that's something that you either are born into and develop or you don't got it at all.
Referee checking Rhino. I don't know if there's much life in him.
He might be unconscious.
He looks that way right now. Other hand, oh no! Oh no! Rhino, there's still some fight in him. Rex Roberts shaking his head in disbelief. Rhino now, the fans are absolutely screaming. Rhino now getting back. He is almost back to his feet. Couple of shots to the midsection. He is now basically coming out and met with a knee to the guts and into the turnbuckles. Rhino stops and both men down. What a tremendous impact on that collision.
Yeah, that little fight back took every fiber of Rhino's being. I think his gas tank is spent now. And all Rex Roberts has to do here is just roll over, cover him up, get the pin, and go home happy.
2. Referee now starting the count. Somebody has to get to their feet at the count of 10, or the other man will be counted out. Referee now at 5. Rex Roberts first to his feet. Now he's been in control probably the last 5 or 6 minutes of this match before Rhino's last flurry, and Rhino now back to his feet as well with the edge of the ropes. Block! Oh, what a tremendous right hand. Both men duking it out, missing with a clothesline. Couple of big chops by Rhino. Rex Roberts reeling into the ropes. Oh, big elbow. Rex Roberts hits the deck. Clothesline.
And you can just hear those thuds when Rhino hits of that. It's like getting hit with a crowbar.
I know why I'm retired. Oh my, Rex Roberts now getting a big shoulder block. Suplex, that's probably one of the first scientific moves we've seen in this slugfest so far. And a 2 count. Rhino now, he is still reeling from that low blow and that punishment he has taken earlier on. And that was, again, we've seen this before, pure adrenaline. Rex Roberts now with a shot to the guts. Big right hand right to the side of the head. Oh, you heard that one. All the way to Nipawa, Manitoba. Oh! He has picked him up. Rex Roberts now able to escape. Another low kick. And tosses Rhino out to the ringside area.
That's probably the best move that Rex Roberts can do right now. Keep him out there, let him gain his marbles. Rhino's done. He's dead. There's no coming back from this. So Rex has to just give himself the time to collect himself and finish this match off.
Rex Roberts now going out after him. Some outstanding camera work by our CWE crew. Oh, another big right hand right under the jaw. And Rex Roberts now throwing a chair into the ring. Referee letting this one go right now. Rhino now coming back with a couple shots of his own. Rex Roberts, another big right hand to the side of the head. Rhino now. I think I'm calling a boxing match. That chair is now in the ring. Rhino now. Rex Roberts bailing out. And Rhino going after him. He is chasing him right through the ringside area. Oh, big right hand of his own. Another one. Comes back Rex Roberts with a shot of his own.
Rex Roberts is doing those open-handed shots. Those hurt. Those can break your jaw.
Unbelievable. Now, with the chair, Rex Roberts, the referee gets the chair away from him. He tosses his down. Referee has some stern words for Rex Roberts, and Rex Roberts says, hey, get back. Let's finish this one off. And now Rhino with a big left clothesline, and he gets the chair. Oh, listen to this crowd.
Come on, referee, get that away from him. He can't have that in there.
It's like he listened to you. Both men now have had their turn with the chair, and he throws. This referee is throwing this one out. He is throwing this one out.
Rhino lay his hands on the referee. You can't do that.
It's done. Referee now. We're going to get an official decision on what happened. Referee conferring with our ringside announcer.
Apparently, this match has been resolved as a no contest.
No contest? Oh my! These two men have not done duking it out.
Yeah, Rhino should have been DQ'd. That shouldn't be a no contest.
Referee has bailed out. The match is officially a no contest. But now Rhino and Rex Roberts, these guys want to finish it. And Rhino with a suplex. Oh, we've seen this before.
The match is over. What's Rhino doing? Get him out of there.
I know what Rhino's doing.
No!
Score! He got him. He got him, and that's what the fans paid their money to see. Rex Roberts has received a going of the lifetime. This match has been tossed out. We do not have a winner, but our fans, they know who has won this match. No contest. Ladies and gentlemen, the situation between Robbie Royce and Darren Dalton, that is far from over. In the coming weeks in CWE, we've got to figure out what exactly is going on. On behalf of Vicky Shea and Kevin Cannon, Dave Petro saying good night from CWE Wrestling. Oh my, what a gore.